Coming up today on a Fox Local Zip Trip to Shoreline, we're highlighting a woman making a huge difference in her community.
She's just doing what she does.
As the city prepares for 2 light rail stations to open later this month, Sound Transit joins us to share what this means for the city.
We're also sitting down with the Shoreline police chief to talk about her efforts to bring trust back into policing.
This is amazing.
Blackbird Cafe showing off their scratch-made dishes, plus sharing how the community supported the restaurant during the pandemic.
Get your shoes ready. We're stopping at Spin Alley Bowling to hear about the affordable fun they offer.
This special edition of Fox Local Zip Trips live from Shoreline starts right now. The musical stylings of Ali Diane greeting us here on this Fox Local Zip Trip live from Shoreline. We're live at Richmond Beach Saltwater Park. I mean, look at this backdrop here. This is absolutely phenomenal. One of the best things all summer long on these Fox Local Zip Trips is we're exploring the gems around Western Washington. This backdrop, though,
I know.
My goodness, just breathtaking, and even more amazing, this is your hood. This is where you grew up.
Yeah, I grew up coming to Saltwater Park, and I spent a lot of time in Richmond Beach. I kind of grew up a little east, went to Shorecrest High School, Kellogg Middle School, Lake Forest Park, Horizon View, so I know this area very well. Highland Ice Arena, I know you know that, Bill, so well.
That was my hangout.
It's not here anymore, but a lot has changed, and the city has really been beautified, and there's so much to offer with Puget Sound to the west, to the east. You can make it down to Lake Washington and get all the connector cities with Lake Forest Park in there, and just got to give a shout out to that. But it was really fun growing up here. We spent so much time in the community at these parks, and this is a gem that I think that not many people know about. And with our zip trips, like you said, we've been to some really pretty spots, Lake Taps, and the backgrounds keep getting better.
Oh, I know. Amazing. Yeah. This is really an outstanding spot. A lot to explore today, and we begin with Michael Driver exploring what makes this city so special.
I've had numerous people over the years come up and they'll come to Shoreline and be like, "Oh, this is really nice up here." I'm like, yeah, it's super chill and mellow. It's super nice up here, close to the beach, lots of parks, place to bring our dog.
I think it's extended this dog's life. She's 14. Our previous dogs lived till, more average ages. She swims in the ocean, so it's a really beautiful place to be near the water.
I think Shoreline has the quality of affordability among all the, the neighborhood of for the Seattle area or greater Seattle area. And so people live here forever.
It's really residential, so just a lot of families that just hang out and go to the parks.
There's a community feel.
Did you see it?
Mm-hmm.
Did the camera see it?
Camera saw it.
It's pretty diverse, which is pretty cool. You get lots of different cultures up here, which makes the food scene a little diverse.
The food scene is very mom and pop, but it's multicultural, so you can get more than a Chinese restaurant here.
A couple good taquerias. I'm very food motivated.
Yeah.
Been here since 1960. Neighborhood spot that a lot of locals come to. Fun place to bring the family, all ages, yeah. Toddlers to, we had one lady bowled for, she was 101 before she stopped. Shoreline, friendly community, plenty of things to do. Community outside of Seattle that'll keep you busy.
Work in the city and work in a noisy environment, so it's like so nice to just come home and open your doors at home and hear the trees and the wind and just like have it be quiet. It feels very relaxing.
Very peaceful. So yeah, I love it here.
A nice place to live, that's for sure. Less busy, quiet.
Well, I love that. Celebrate and harmony and peace. It is gorgeous out here. We are now joined by the mayor of Shoreline, Chris Roberts, and you're a resident here. Good morning. Thank you for being here.
Good morning. Thank you for being here. This is such a great day, and as you said, this is such a great view.
Yeah, well, you're a couple shifts here being a mayor. You've been on the city council, so you know a lot about this region and this area. Tell us what you have for celebrations going on.
Well, I just want to first say I just love our city.
Yeah.
This is such a wonderful city. We have a great community. We were ranked in the top 50 by Fortune magazine as one of the greatest places for families, and it's just we have so many great things in Shoreline.
Well, it's super family oriented, as Bill and I were talking about before, but you have the celebration of a big festival coming up this weekend. Let us know how people can get involved in that.
Yeah, on August 17th is our Celebrate Shoreline, and it's going to be a community celebration from noon to 9 p.m. with live music, a beer garden, even some goats and stuff that people are
Wow. Yeah. And that's at Cromwell Park?
It's at Cromwell Park.
On the 17th, so the next weekend.
The next weekend, yeah. And that's going to be, it's Cromwell Park on Meridian Avenue, right in the center of the city.
Well, we're going to have Sound Transit join us in a little while to talk about 2 light rail stations that are coming to Shoreline here at the end of the month. This has been a long time coming, but this is going to be transformative for the community too, right?
It's already been transformative. We've been planning for light rail ever since for over a decade.
Yeah.
And we're seeing lots of new housing developments that are happening right around the stations. We're building a pedestrian bridge at 148 thanks to our federal partners and city partners. This is very exciting as we're developing stronger in neighborhoods and with a lot of different housing choices. As we know, we're in a housing crisis across the region, and with Shoreline's being a leader in making sure that people have access to affordable housing.
Well, people have certainly been waiting for this. I remember when I was 18, I was telling Bill I voted for some light rail activity to happen, and it took a long time, so this is going to be really nice.
I'm very excited. August 30th cannot come soon enough.
All right. Well, there's so much more in the community. Anything else you want to let people know about what to do out here besides the beautiful, gorgeous parks? We've got a lot going on.
Yeah, our community has supported our park system really very strongly over the last couple decades. We have a botanical garden that's a hidden gem right here in Richmond Beach, and we have a great school system, and I just hope everyone comes out and sees what Shoreline's all about.
All right. Well, we have been exploring Shoreline, and in fact, our own Brian McMillan, he's the chief meteorologist, he got to go to Spin Alley bowling. So let's take a look at that.
Yes, you guys. Hey, we are here at Spin Alley Bowling, and tell us a little bit about the history of this wonderful place, because, you know, bowling alleys, we're seeing a lot of them close, but this one here is thriving.
Yeah. So with Spin Alley specifically, we've been around since 1960. You know, we've done a lot of updates. We're very customer friendly. You know, we just love our people who come in here and stuff. So it's been an amazing adventure to sit there and watch Spin Alley grow since I've even been here.
You guys had a huge remodel. You've upgraded your equipment. You got an arcade here. You got a party room here, a pool hall, and also a restaurant and bar as well.
Yes, we do. Yes, we definitely do.
Okay, and with that restaurant and bar, you can come in here. You don't even have to bowl. You can come in and eat, right?
Correct. Correct. Yeah.
Okay, cool. I wanted to show you guys this because, you know, the pinnacle of bowling is bowling that 300 game, right? And you guys have had a few here. I just bowled a game. I did not bowl 300, full disclosure, but can you tell us about the silver pin?
So the silver pin here is that people get to actually assign this when they get a perfect game.
And it happens, right? It actually happens.
It does actually happen. I've actually witnessed it myself. And that autograph is the one I personally took the pin down to have autographed.
And you guys have not had a 300 game since last year, so this is March of last year.
Yes, correct. We've had a few close ones. Literally every frame except one.
Oh no, that would just kill me.
Yeah.
Okay, so tell us a little bit about specials you have going on this summer, because I know there's a few weeks left in summer here. You guys still have those summer deals.
We do have some summer deals Monday through Friday. We have individual bowlers for $9.99, families for $35.99, and then Cosmic, we actually have a $5 discount for Cosmic right now. So it's kind of cool to be able to have everybody come in and stuff like that.
Which is so much fun. Cosmic is so much fun. You get the music. All right, I'm gonna throw one down. Any tips really quick here?
Basically, the tip that I give you is what I told you before, was finding your sweet spot.
All right.
And that's paying attention when you hit that strike, where to keep your foot, where you're on the dots, and not cross the arms over the chest.
All right, guys, here we go. No. It's okay. You know, 3 left. I say 7 is not terrible. I want to be clear, though. I did get 4 strikes in a row before all this, but I think I blew through them. So much fun. Come on down to Spin Alley Bowling Center. You can come to the restaurant, their bar, or just come out here and have a good time with the kids. We'll send it back to you.
Now, Brian, I know this zip trip for you is special as well because you grew up not far from here as well, right?
Right, I grew up in the Linwood area. I remember coming to this place, coming to birthday parties here. I mean, like she said, it's been around since 1960. So walking into this place, it looks, you know, so much improved and all that since I was a kid, but pretty special to come back out here and see how the community of Shoreline has really grown over the years. Guys.
All right. Hey, McMillan, enough yakking. You have a spare to pick up there. Get it done.
That's right.
I thought maybe Brian would have been on the bowling team in high school.
No pressure. No pressure.
Get it done.
No.
Knock it out.
Oh, no. The entire citizenry of Western Washington highly disappointed. Brian McMillan live at Spin Alley. We'll work on it. We'll work on it. A lot more to come here live from Shoreline on this Fox Local Zip Trip. We are live from Saltwater State Park in Richmond Beach. What a special place.
We have so much coming. We're going to learn about some town trivia, and Adam's always got that going on for us. And then we're going to talk about the teen and youth center programs. That's all coming up. Plus, we have live music from the Allie Diane Band. So stay with Fox Local here, and we'll be back with our Zip Trip from Shoreline coming up. Welcome back, everyone. We are on yet another Fox Local Zip Trip here in the beautiful city of Shoreline. We're exploring everything. I mean, how can this not be welcomed with this background at Richmond Beach Saltwater Park, Bill?
It is an amazing spot here, and we're exploring everything there is to know about the Shoreline area this morning. How well do you know your hometown? We sent Adam Gerke out to find out. Adam, good morning to you.
Yeah, guys, Aaron and Bill, this is one for the ages, because I got my marching orders as to where I had to be standing just yesterday. And when we got here, we're in the Ridgecrest neighborhood portion of Shoreline. We couldn't have picked a better spot. We've got Celestia Guitars here to my right. We've got the Ridgecrest bookstore over here, the Crest movie theater over here, Cafe Aroma over here. 4 of my favorite things all in one spot. We got digging into trivia. Take a look at this. And who's bundled up?
This is our baby Olsen.
Oh, man. Shoreline has been featured, true or false, in everything from Super Bowl ads to feature-length films. True. True is correct. Indeed. The name Shoreline comes from the original school district boundary area, from Lake Washington to Puget Sound, and from the Seattle City line to the Snohomish County line. So that would be shore to shore and line to line, hence Shoreline. True or false?
True.
True, absolutely. See, we're already off to a screaming start. What was the original name of Aurora Avenue 99? A, Trunk Road, B, Farm to Market, or C, the Richmond Beach Connector?
B.
Ooh, Farm to Market. I like that one myself. That one's actually considerably further south. It was, in fact, Trunk Road, but that's okay. True or false? Shoreline was originally connected to Seattle via the Seattle Everett Interurban Streetcar, an electric streetcar which was developed in 1906. True or false?
True.
True is correct. Bob, you are 1 for 1 so far. We're off to a fantastic start. True or false? Shoreline here, which of course extends out to the water of Puget Sound, gets its name from how the school district was originally formed. True or false on this? And that would be originally the city boundaries were from Lake Washington to Puget Sound, and from the Seattle County line, or Seattle City line, up to the Snohomish County line. So it was shore to shore and line to line. And that's where Shoreline comes from. True or false? Do you think I'm making that up, or do you think that's...
You can't possibly make that kind of thing up.
Correct.
It has to be true.
That's absolutely true.
It's so detailed. It has to be true.
That's exactly where it comes from. Tough questions, easy answers, true or false, most of them, but all amazing. And again, the name of where Shoreline gets its name, from shore to shore, line to line, that actually kind of blew my mind. I had no idea. Aaron and Bill, this has been a kick getting to learn more about this area that a lot of us already thought we knew a lot about.
Right. I even wondered that. Where did Shoreline get its name? Shore to shore, line to line. Makes a lot of sense. But seriously, so Aurora Avenue was Truck Road?
Trunk Road, like the trunk of a tree.
Yep.
Yeah. But
Trunk Road.
Trunk Road. I think they made the right call on renaming that one. Adam, thank you so much. We'll check back with you in a bit. A lot more to come here from Shoreline, but we have to chat with some other notable members of the community.
We do. We have the Shoreline Youth and Development Program. Lawrence Shields joins us today. And Lawrence, thank you so much for being with us. Important things you're doing in Shoreline. How are you doing today?
Good.
Yeah. Well, let us know a little bit about your program and what it does to help the youth and especially the teens in our community have kind of a safe spot to be and hang out.
Yeah, well, that's exactly it. We provide a safe space for our youth to be and congregate. We have various different activities and things that they can do during the week, after school, during the school year, and during the summer with summer camps.
And considering that we are seeing a rise in youth violence all over the region here, how important are programs like yours?
Very important. I think when youth just have a place to be, it definitely makes a difference.
Well, You talk a little bit about the YOLO program, the Youth Outreach for Leaders and Events and things like that, and give us a little more detail on that, and also just being supported. Those youth feel like it's a safe place to go, especially with mental health issues on the rise in our area.
Exactly. Well, that program is funded by a grant for Best Starts for Kids, and it provides youth in the area to have really a leadership role within the community by planning events and putting on things for the community. And I think that's very, very, very important that City Council supports us in having youth have a voice within the community in which they reside.
I think that is fantastic, because in the end, it's all about building community, right?
Yes, indeed.
And you got to start young. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you for being so passionate.
Good to have you this morning. Still to come this morning, we're going to talk with Sound Transit about 2 light rail lines that are going into Shoreline here. Really exciting times and a transformative time for the city of Shoreline. That is coming up as we continue our Fox Local Zip Trip live from Shoreline. Well, good morning to you. Bill Wixie, Aaron Mayowski, live at Richmond Beach Saltwater Park here in the beautiful city of Shoreline, the backdrop for our Fox Local Zip Trip this morning.
And it has been so fun to be here. I'm from out here, so I especially love this zip trip and that we're ending our last one here. But you know who else loves this area is Carly Henderson, and she's spotlighting one woman who's really doing some great things in the community. Good morning, Carly.
Good morning, friends. Yeah, you know, every zip trip we've gone on, I feel like has really helped me understand the power of community. And I'm so thrilled for you to meet a woman that is a Shoreline native and who pours so much into her community.
Every zip trip we take, we get to introduce you to people who might be considered the heart of the community, like Corinne McKisson.
Who wants a butterfly? I grew up in Shoreline, graduated from the same high school down the street that my daughters did and that the kids here are graduating from. It's really fun to have that that history and that connection. I know the community really well. When my girls were young, my husband left, and we had a series of crises in our household with trying to keep our home, and it affects absolutely every part of your life. It affected a long-time job that I had, affects your mental health.
Her community came through and helped her family, but she knows that not everyone has that support. Here in Shoreline, Corinne helps residents at an affordable housing community get the support they need to thrive.
We have 60 households here that receive affordable housing, and we're here to provide resources and support.
We talked to a former resident who moved into Compass Housing Alliance at Ronald Commons after fleeing domestic violence and experiencing homelessness for 3 years. When she moved in, Corinne instantly comforted and uplifted her as she got back on her feet.
She cares so much about this community and about building a community here for people who come from, you know, practically nothing or come from the worst circumstances. She is a bright and shining light.
And her colleague Sam says it's been that way since day one.
She has probably the biggest heart I know. Sometimes when you do social services for so long, your heart can get hardened. You can go through compassion fatigue, but not Corinne. Like, her heart is just as big as I would imagine she started so many years ago.
It takes a lot of courage to ask for help.
She makes you feel seen. She makes you feel loved.
Corinne's daughter took notes on the way her mom treats and helps everyone in her life.
So I like to think all the best parts of me is what I get from her. I don't think she thinks of it as like I'm doing amazing work. Like, even the recognition we're getting today, she's like, I don't feel like I need this. She's just doing what she does. Like, she puts in the hours, she does a lot of weekends, and she doesn't get any recognition for it, and she just feels fulfilled.
Corinne goes above and beyond to help Compass's Ronald Commons community get things back on track. Stuff like
reading paperwork, helping fill out applications, or, you know, renewing for benefits, or any kind of basic needs that can be mundane but yet super overwhelming for people with challenges or barriers to those. She was there every step of the way to help you, hold your hand, read it to you, make phone calls with you.
It all goes back to Corinne saying she realizes we're all connected.
We're all more similar than we are not.
You know, Corinne told me that getting to see the different members of the community look out for each other and support each other and take care of each other is her favorite part of what she gets to do. And what an honor it was to tell such an inspiring story and member of the Shoreline community. Bill and Aaron, back to you.
What a great piece. Carly, thank you so much. It's an exciting time for the city of Shoreline right now. 2 light rail stations are opening up in Shoreline later this month. Joining us now is John Gallagher with Sound Transit. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
So this is a transformative time for the city of Shoreline in terms of light rail. You're talking about light rail stations that'll take people to downtown Seattle in 17 minutes. This has been a long time coming.
That has been a long time coming. The groundbreaking was just 5 years ago, but the planning was years and years before that.
Yeah, and we have watched it. I'm, again, from here, so I've seen things change so much, and the city is looking really nice. But I can't tell you how exciting it is to see that plan go through. What does this mean for the economic impact of this community and area?
It's going to be a big impact, no doubt about it, because it really opens up the way people are going to move around, and it opens up opportunities for people. One of the things that we see around stations is a lot more development, a lot more housing, because light rail, transit, the ability to move around, is really something people want, and they want to be close to it.
And we see traffic getting worse and worse, and people are kind of stuck in their cars because that's the way we've always gotten around. Well, you got to look to the future in some ways. Like you're saying, you're building infrastructure around these stations, in which case, you know, people will use rail to commute from here to there. That is going to be transformative, not just for Shoreline, but for the entire community.
That's correct. It really gives people the opportunity to get out of that soul-crushing traffic on I-5.
Yeah, I think that the biggest thing for me is when I came back after college and lived at home in Shoreline, Lake Forest Park, I would work downtown at one of the stations, and it took so long. It bottlenecked right when you got to Northgate, and I tried, you know, you used to be able in the old days go on Aurora, go Greenwood, 145th. You just can't quite do that anymore. So what does it mean to you to see it reached to Shoreline and beyond, heading, you know, up to Linwood and other areas, but to really give people that impact of, like, maybe they can just breathe a sigh of relief to be on it and just take some mental time and not be in that traffic? and look at I-5 and say, I'm glad I'm not on that?
It's going to be a game changer. There's no two ways about it. And for me, I've been working on this project for 6 years. It's been really a delight to see this happen, and really for this to be on time throughout the pandemic, throughout a 4-month concrete strike. It's really a testament to the construction team that's been working on this. So it's going to be really exciting times. 3 weeks from today is the opening. There's going to be community celebrations that afternoon. We're really hoping there's going to be a big turnout.
And you've been running test runs for the past several weeks on this particular stretch of track, but beyond that, what's next for Sound Transit and Light Rail?
So this is really the first of a series of openings that are going to be transformative for the region. So later next year, we're going to be completing the opening of the 2 line across Lake Washington. Wow. That's going to connect the east side to downtown Seattle. Trains will be running every 4 minutes then instead of every 8 minutes through Shoreline and Linwood, so a lot more capacity there. Then we're going to be opening down to Federal Way in early 26. So we're going to see a lot of changes and, even more to come in the future.
Well, I love that. John Gallagher, Media Relations with Sound Transit. We are so happy you're here. We're so happy you're in Shoreline, and this is being expansive. So good luck, and we look to more runs coming your way.
Thank you so much.
All right, we have so much more to talk about here on the show. We are kind of just in the middle of it, just getting started. Bill, we have the police chief coming up, and then BMAC. He's always eating.
Always eating. We had to send him out to find the best spots to eat. Brian, what did you find?
Break. Toss break.
When we come back.
Yeah. Hey, welcome back to the beautiful city of Shoreline. We have some lively folks out here today. This is Richmond Beach Saltwater Park, and it is going on. We've learned so much already about the city of Shoreline. Bill, we had some great trivia. We saw Spin Alley bowling, and these people are playing games and winning some prizes out here with us, too.
They are scoring big time, and we're all scoring. I mean, look at this backdrop here. It is just amazing. Joining us now is the police chief of the city of Shoreline, Kelly Park, is here. Good morning to you.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Talk about what makes the Shoreline Police Department unique.
What makes us unique is that everybody that's here wants to be here because we're directly in line with the goals of this city, making it as safe and comfortable as we possibly can for everyone, so everyone feels safe and welcome.
And I know within the communities of all cities here across the nation, locally, you know, it's been hard. There's been some distrust in police, and you've seen kind of folks talking about it. What are you doing to kind of ensure the trust of the community here and the policing?
We have done everything we can to kick down doors and have hard conversations. Outreach has been a huge focus for us because it's the responsibility of every single one of us. We're in the same outfit that I am to help rebuild that trust and legitimacy. So these conversations are important, outreach is important, and we love engaging with our community here.
And you'll be doing some of that outreach and having some of those conversations at Celebrate Shoreline, right?
Yes. We had the unique opportunity Tuesday night, too, for our National Night Out, which we love. And Celebrate Shoreline is coming up here on the 17th, so we look forward to engaging with the community there, enjoying the food trucks and the music, and just being out with our people.
Yeah, that's especially important, I think, in a time when you're celebrating like the birthday of Shoreline, and there's so much between the youth, the teens, the adults out there, the parents, the families. There's a beer garden, there's live music, there's fun, games, and toys. So do you think it's a perfect spot to kind of just mingle in and get to know people and especially keep that safe?
Absolutely. We get to enjoy this every single year, and it's hopefully going to be a beautiful day like we have today, but we're going to enjoy being out with folks like we always are.
Attracting and retaining quality police officers is a challenge for departments all over the state, all over the nation right now. What are you doing to address that?
We're really making this a unique experience here in Shoreline. Again, this is a different place. We are very compassion forward. We're very treatment forward. We understand that making arrests is not the solve all for everything. So really engaging with our community partners has been a huge attraction for the cops that work here that want to look at long-term solutions for folks that are in crisis and need, and not just do our traditional police work. We're really unique here in that sense.
And how proud do you feel to be a part of it and wear this uniform? We're talking about the uniform, and you said it weighs an extra 30 pounds.
It does.
It's all on. But just the pride in this uniform and badge that you wear.
I have always had pride in this work that we do. I knew that I wanted to do this work when I was 8 years old. I'm one of those unique folks.
Wow.
And to get to do this job every single day sometimes still absolutely blows my mind. I can't think of doing anything else, and the calling to service was strong for me and everybody that works here, so I'm very proud. Thanks for asking.
Kelly Park, Police Chief, thank you so much for being here, and I can imagine that sometimes you need to eat around here. We've heard of a great spot. Brian McMillan is always doing these packages where we can find the best food, and he's at the Blackbird Cafe. Good morning, Brian.
You know me, I love my food, and I love really good food, and we found it here at the Blackbird Cafe and Bar. We got a chance to sample some of their awesome menu items. Take a look. We're here at the Blackbird Cafe and Bar in Shoreline, and this is Ashley Hill. You're the manager of this place?
Yes.
So first off, tell us a little bit about Blackbird.
So Blackbird used to be Hill's Restaurant and Bar, opened in 2005. My uncle is the owner here. And during the pandemic, we remodeled and went for a counter service concept.
Because you notice a lot of people are getting takeout instead, right?
Yes, yeah, for a while. We stayed open through the whole pandemic. We were doing takeout. The community kept us busy the entire time.
You got coffee, you got a bar, you got a sit-down area, you can do takeout, and you got an outdoor seating area, too.
And a nice patio that gets really busy in the summertime.
That's great. And we're going to try some food, okay?
Yeah, we are. So this is going to be our codfish and chips.
Oh my gosh, this looks amazing.
Everything is made from scratch, handmade in the kitchen, which I think really adds to the flavor.
Oh my goodness. This is so good. And the fries are awesome too, really crispy. And it's hard to make a perfect fry, right?
Right, yeah. People, they're called haystack fries, so they're the really skinny ones. People really love them.
This is amazing. Thank you, Chris.
Thank you.
Wow. Okay. This looks incredible. What do we have going on here?
So this is our cinnamon roll. We only make these on Fridays and Saturdays, so they're kind of a special thing. They sell out really fast. Saturdays we make a miniature version. It's about 1/4 of the size, just in case this is intimidating.
I'm not intimidated, no. Food was amazing. Thank you so much, Ashley. You got to come down to Blackbird Cafe and Bar and check it out. I'll send it back to you.
Oh, nice work, B-Mac. Well done. He always finds the best food. Joining us now is Kathy Asada. She is the Substance Use Disorder Department Director for the City of Shoreline. Good morning to you.
Thank you.
Okay, so talk a bit about your role and the resources that you provide for the community.
All right, so we are at Center for Human Services, and we are a nonprofit behavioral health organization that's community-based. We provide outpatient substance use treatment for adults and for youth, group and individual treatment. We also provide mental health services for anywhere from 0 on up. We provide same-day, next-day assessments for mental health and for substance use treatment. We have a very robust pregnant parenting individuals program for anybody on King County Medicaid. And what that does is gives us priority services for those people that are on, that meet the qualifications, and they have a specific clinician who can provide very trauma-informed services for them. They have parent coaching, they have parenting classes, and basically things that help reduce the barriers.
Well, speaking of that, I see you said got Narcan.
Got
Now,
Narcan.
you recently held the first community event to train people on how to use Narcan. Tell us about that.
We did. So on July 20th, we had a community event that allowed people to come in and get trained on how to use Narcan. They were given these Narcan kits that we're able to provide them with access to Narcan. We provide Narcan for the community members as well. Our goal is to really reduce the stigma and change the narrative from overdose to poisoning, to really create the idea of it's a healthcare risk and not a moral dilemma. It's really, let's look at it as a healthcare concern. And so we want to get Narcan in the hands of everybody we can.
I think it's fantastic, and obviously the need is great. Can you talk about that in this community?
So in this community, we see an average of 3 fentanyl poisonings a day. We have seen an increase substantially in the last 2-3 years. Just keeps exponentially going up, 200, 300 per year of fentanyl overdose and poisonings. Most of them are accidental. Most of them are fentanyl being laced into other substances or people getting hold of something that they shouldn't get a hold of, and people not knowing how to respond or if they should respond. And in some cases it's because not enough Narcan is being used or people don't know how to use it.
Yeah.
So we want, again, get this in the hands of everybody.
Well, we appreciate you being in the community. Kathy Asada with the Shoreline Center for Human Services. It's good to know that you're out there, and I know people will probably be touched and be getting a hold of you to get involved in this program, not to help, or maybe they need help. So thanks so much for being here.
Absolutely.
We have a lot more to come live from Shoreline when we come back.
Hey, welcome back, everyone, to the Fox Local Zip Trip. We are here in Richmond Beach Shoreline Saltwater Park, and Bill and I have been enjoying the nice sounds of Allie Diane is here with us, pop singer, songwriter. Thanks for joining us this morning.
Thank you so much for having us. It's been a blast. I've loved every second of it. And yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah, it's good. You have the best backdrop here. You got to save some of this for your video and putting it out there so people can see it. But you have been kind of a little storied career here. You're from Marysville.
I am.
And you've always loved music, and you've been involved with Disney and things like that. So tell us where you are and what kind of vibe you have.
So I really like Disney. I grew up with Disney, and I like AJR. I love them. They're my inspiration. You know, they grew up on Disney and they wrote about it. I like to write about like my life situations, and I like to express my emotions through my music. That's how I started songwriting in the first place. A lot of the things that inspire me to like write my songs and to do this is really the fact that I just want to show people that you're not alone in these emotions that everyone feels or people go through in different life struggles. And I like to inspire people too, and at least let them know that, yo, you're not the only one that's dealing with these problems, you know?
And where can people find you?
So they can find me at alliediane.com. That has all of my social medias, all of my music's on all platforms, Pandora, Spotify, Apple Music, you name it. And we've got a bunch of shows on the schedule as well from my website.
Fantastic.
And you're up and down the I-5 corridor. I want to mention that she played at the Paragon up in Queen Anne. Bill and I probably know that place. It's closed down now, but you played one of the last times there at the iconic Paragon.
Yes, that was so emotional because I love them. The servers, we sang Piano Man because they always sing that song at the end of their closing night. So we sang that for them. And yeah, they will always have a special place in my heart.
That's fantastic.
And where's the next place that we can catch you?
I am actually going to Wenatchee tonight, right after this. We have 16 shows this summer, so we are, or this month, I'm sorry, just this month. We got Woodinville, wineries, restaurants, hotels, festivals in the local area. That's what we're doing in Wenatchee tonight. Just look on my website. I have a schedule of all of it, so yeah, it's a lot.
Allie Diane, thank you so much for joining us this morning. It's great to have you, and we'll continue to enjoy your musical stylings. Right now, though, we're going to check in with Adam Gerke, who's perusing some books at the moment. Adam, what's going on?
Yeah, Bill and Aaron, I'm at Ridgecrest Books here at 5th and 165th in the Ridgecrest neighborhood of Shoreline, talking with Kevin Roberts. Kevin, you've been open for just a few months.
Yeah, just 5 months now. I've seen a lot of great support. It's been a really fast 5 months, yeah.
Yeah, and so tell folks a little bit about the bookstore here. What kind of selection do you have here? There is quite a bit.
We're a general bookstore. We carry new and used. We're really proud of our children's section, our genre fiction. Yeah, kind of carry something for everybody.
Now, your story comes, you actually come from education and in literacy specifically, so this all kind of ties together.
Yeah, so I used to be an English teacher and ran a writing center. Met my colleague Becky here when I moved out and started working at a bookshop, but yeah, I really have a special place in my heart for reading and writing.
Yeah. You had also mentioned that getting folks here, easy to do because food trucks arrive. What was that?
Yeah, I mean, the Ridgecrest neighborhood just got a ton of great things going on. We've got food trucks every night in front of the Ridgecrest Pub, the Crest Theater. It's kind of a center of activity here in Shoreline.
And then the food trucks arrive in the evenings, and you say that's kind of a rotating scene here, but you get folks in from that as well, correct?
Yeah, every night, food trucks at 4 o'clock, Sunday mornings. Yeah, so we'll see people waiting in line for their food, and then they'll trickle in to buy books as well.
So do you have, I mean, right now you've got something set up here up front here, some books from the 21st century featured by New York Times. Do you have any favorites on this table?
Yeah, one of my absolute favorites is Isabella Wilkerson's The Warmth of Other Suns. Just a stunning history. Yeah, Station 11 by Emily St. John Mandel. I mean, you can't go wrong with that list.
So we get good recommendations. You guys read through this. You and your partners in this have all just been very well ensconced in all this, correct?
Yeah. Mary and Becky, my colleagues, have been working in the book industry forever. I mean, they're the best to do it, so they can definitely help you find a good book.
Excellent. Kevin Roberts, Ridgecrest Books, 5th and 165th here in the Shoreline Ridgecrest neighborhood. You guys got to check this out. The selection here is amazing. Bill, Aaron, back over to you.
All right. Adam, thank you so much. Another gem here in the Shoreline area is the Kruckeberg Botanical Gardens, and it is undergoing some upgrades right now. And we check in with Carly Henderson, who joins us live there. Hi, Carly.
Hi, friends. Yes. Oh, my gosh. I don't know if you've heard of urban forest bathing, but I'm getting that vibe from being here right now. It's just such a gem of a green space here, and I'm excited to learn a little bit more about it with my friend JP. Tell us the history of Kruckeberg Botanic Garden.
Yeah, this garden was, it began back in 1958 when the Kruckeberg family came here and started a garden. They planted trees, shrubs, ground cover, and towards the end of their life, they started a foundation that would allow the garden to live on. So that is what this place is now. We love it when people visit.
Yeah, and I hear you have more than 2,000 different species of like trees and plants. Tell us about that.
That's right. It's something like 2,500 plants in the garden. People can wander the trails and just discover new things around every turn. It's a lot of fun. You could spend a couple hours here very easily.
And what I love is that you have some really cool interactive opportunities outside of just walking around and, you know, urban forest bathing, as we discussed. You actually have some workshops. So tell us about the workshops and show us the cool things that you can learn when you come here.
Yeah, so the garden here, we have the garden, the nursery, and also all these programs, including the workshops. Here's a couple props here for some upcoming workshops. This is for our cuttings class. People can come here and learn how to grow new plants. So all of these are plants that we also can sell in our nursery.
And cuttings meaning you cut pieces off of other plants?
You just cut a little snip off of a shrub.
Yeah.
And then you learn how to like make a new plant out of that.
Ooh, I've definitely like picked little snippings off the streets before, and it's never turned into anything even this significant. So I love that idea. What about this one? This is really pretty.
This is called a leaf casting. We use a hosta leaf here and press it into concrete in this workshop, and then people can take this home and have a nice little embellishment for their garden.
Do they paint it?
Yep. This is painted here as well.
That's super cool. And you got stuff for the kids.
Oh yeah, tons of family and kids programming here. Right now we're doing Sunday woodland learning adventures where kids come, they have little nature-based crafts and learn something interesting about how the natural world works.
Super cute. And show me this one.
Okay, these are hyper tufa containers.
Yeah.
Very popular class later in September.
Yeah.
So in this workshop, people learn how to make these hyper tufa containers out of a type of concrete.
Oh my gosh, this is, I feel like these kind of arrangements right here, the hyper tufa containers, it almost gives like luxury, something you could put on a coffee table and have look super nice. Come with me over this way because we have to show, it is their soft launch day today of a very cool new accessibility ramp, and as we're kind of making our way over here, this is a massive ramp too. Tell us about it. Why was that important for the garden?
We're calling this the Kruckeberg Boardwalk, and the Kruckeberg Boardwalk, it has been planned for like many years.
Yeah.
And this is actually the soft opening day today.
That's
where
awesome.
Folks can come here starting at 10 a.m. when the garden opens and walk down into the lower garden. It's almost like you're floating through the tree canopy on this boardwalk.
I think that is absolutely amazing. Thank you so much for telling us all about it. I feel so peaceful. I'm not even kidding. We pulled up this morning. The second I walked in, it was like a little bit of zen here in Shoreline. So it's absolutely free to visit. You can check it out Friday to Sunday. Anyone can come here. And for now, I'll send it back over to you.
Carly, I know it's so surreal. It is just gorgeous. One thing I love about the Pacific Northwest, and especially even out here, is the tree and the greenery. Are you just loving being encompassed by all of the beauty there?
Yes, 100%. I think I'm just gonna like wander around a little bit more, and I'm even gonna take this ramp because there's steps here, but even if you just want to go a little stroll on the ramp, I think you feel really good. So definitely, and you should too.
That is fantastic. What an amazing gift from that family to the city of Shoreline.
It's just a hidden gem out here, too.
Unbelievable. So many hidden gems here in Shoreline, and we're working to discover them all. More to come live from Shoreline when we come back.
To our Fox Local Zip Trip here in Shoreline at the beautiful Richmond Beach Saltwater Park. I'm Erin, this is Bill, Adam and Carly around the field. Brian McMillan joins us back here on set, and what a day we've had here in this beautiful city.
First off, this park is phenomenal, isn't it? And the crowd back here, but I mean, I've loved being back kind of near my hometown. And exploring Shoreline, because there was so much I didn't know about, right? So, I mean, what a cool city. The food here is great. I love my food, of course. And then I got to go back to a bowling alley that I went to as a kid.
You got to bowl an entire game at 8 a.m. this morning.
You know, I've been to that bowling alley a lot because I had a boyfriend in high school who was on the bowling team at a different high school. And we'd go to all the bowling alleys around here, and it was actually really fun.
So it was really fun. It was fun to come back here to Shoreline and see how it's grown and see all the great restaurants and all the great places.
It's still a cool place to live.
We have enjoyed all summer long exploring some of the great areas around Western Washington. So thanks to the good folks in Marysville, Bonnie Lake, Des Moines, Shoreline. You can watch the full episodes for free on the Fox Local app of our Fox Local Zip Trips in each of these communities.
And you know what's great about the Fox Local app, you guys? It's free to download on all different platforms. So we want to thank everyone for being here today. We've had so much fun on these Zip Trips. I kind of wish we can do a bunch more.
I know, maybe next year, right? Maybe?
Next summer, some new cities. But we're going to let you ride out to the break with the Allie Diane Band. She is great. She's from Marysville, and she's going to sing out her soul as we're here at Saltwater Park.